Hello, this is Tim Hellman.
I'm Mike.
And this is Movie Talk. Today we're going to review the movie Interstellar. Interstellar is Christopher Nolan's new $165 million budgeted sci-fi epic.
165 minutes, sci-fi epic.
169 minute long too. Yeah. About a team of explorers that travel across space through a newly discovered wormhole in an attempt to find a more habitable planet for humanity to live on, after all resources on Earth are nearly destroyed by drought and famine. It was directed by Nolan and written by him and his brother Jonathan. It stars Matthew McConaughey, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, Wes Bentley, Casey Affleck, Michael Caine, and a lot more. Some other celebrity surprises. What did you think of the movie?
It was not what I thought it would be at all. I thought it was going to be this grand, masterfully done visual epic, and it turned out to rely less on the visuals and more on the science behind the movie, actually, which was very fascinating to me.
Yeah, that's the part that lost me.
Yeah, there's some scenes that get pretty in depth, and I'd like to think I'm pretty knowledgeable about that type of stuff, but there just came a few scenes that just you know what, I'll just
I'm not always the best at following out all that stuff. Inception, it definitely took me 2 or 3 times.
But this movie,
and most of it,
and especially towards the end, there's some pretty wild things that happen, and it's really awesome to see it on screen.
Yeah, it gets to a pretty out there, non-science kind of ending, I'd say.
Yeah, almost metaphysical.
Yeah, like 2001 or something like that.
Well, I've never seen that movie, but I know I should.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I actually noticed during the movie was the score. It's one thing about Nolan movies, the score is almost always
really good.
Always really good. Really distinct.
Inception was great.
Which performance stood out to you the most?
Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, he was emotional.
Yeah, this guy, he's doing pretty good recently. He's putting out a lot of good work.
Mm-hmm. So what rating would you give the movie?
I usually rate my movies, between 1 to 10. 1 being the worst and 10 being an absolute perfect. They don't exist. For some reason, I just kept on landing on the number 8.
Just 8?
Just 8.
You loved it.
I liked it. I loved it a lot. And, an 8's a really good score. Very few movies get 8.
Yeah.
For me,
I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5, but
we judge our movies
because
differently.
if I had to break it down exactly, I'd say a 4.75, but I don't do that in my rating system.
Well, that's 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, but for mine, it's a 5, just because it was so ambitious and
if you ask me in a couple of days,
watch, philosophical,
I might say 8.5, but right now I'm thinking 8.
Yeah. It's definitely not as good as Inception or The Dark Knight.
Yeah, it wasn't as intricate. It wasn't as just crazy. It did get a little weird, so obviously not exactly what I was expecting. I'm probably rating it 8 out of 10 right now because it was a little slow, not because it was imperfect. It was really well-made movie.
I think he wasn't as interested in trying to impress the viewer with every single scene.
Like it was made with a lot more discretion. I guess that's a good way to put it. Yeah. Just a lot less of what made Inception awesome, and a lot more of what made movies like, Lincoln awesome.
Lincoln.
It was a lot slower.
It
was a lot slower. The visuals were great. The story was...
maybe Argo.
Yeah, Argo, that's a good one. The story was not the centerpiece of the movie, so...
Yeah.
Got a little loud. There were some points it was really loud, but it was still really good.
Oh yeah. Yes, definitely.
I thought it was really good.
Okay. Good.
Sounds good to me.